Good evening, everyone. This is CHTV, and get to know that is also on YouTube. So do well to subscribe, like, and share. This is Travel Lifestyle. The streets of Ghana is busy, but everyone has tuned into CHTV. And today we are discussing: do you think there's a need for you to own that property before traveling, or you think, hey, it's not really necessary? You can travel without owning any property at all. This is what we are discussing on the show today. My guests are seated, but I want us to go for a break. When we come, I will introduce my guests, and then we delve into the situation. So let's go. We'll be back.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024-306-8558, 024-306-8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030-231-8932, 030-231-8932.
If you just tuned in, you are not late at all, because we are just about to start with the discussion. Today on the podcast, today on the show, we are asking that, do you think there's a need for you to own that property before you travel, explore the world? Or you think, hey, there's no need, you can just travel, explore the world whilst you do not even have a time, or you do not have any property at all. And so my guest is here. So I have here with me one fine gentleman, very articulate, and then you know what, when we bring a guest, you know he's all about the issue. That's why he's here. And so Todd is here, and then yay Todd. And then Eukarya, who is also a private chef and nurse, and as usual, always on the show, Eukarya is also here looking all corporate. I don't know if today Eukarya has some business meeting that is bringing. Oh yeah. Oh no, maybe you are boarding the first class today. Are you boarding the first class?
I have
a business class.
I have a business meeting.
You have a business meeting that is bringing some billions of dollars or cedis.
Oh, pounds.
Oh. Okay, so how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
I love your makeup. Yeah.
Why would you even start with the makeup?
You're looking so
You want me to say something?
Oh no.
You want me to say something? Okay. Today on the show, we are asking that, do you think there's a need for you to own that property before you travel? Or you think, hey, you can just travel without, owning any property at all? But let me start off with Eukarya. Eukarya, people think it's best for you to own property, at least have a land before you travel. You know that Ghana had they say in need asase krada, and then you start exploring the world. They think, you don't set your priorities right. Do you agree with them on that note?
Yes, I totally agree. Yes, you have to own properties before you travel out of the country, because you know that at least you have a place to stay, to lay your head, and also take plans again, re-strategize, and then hit another plan. But you don't have a land, you don't have a house, and you are traveling. It doesn't make sense, because most right now in this current era, people are coming back home. All those that they traveled, when you now will be free. You don't know reasons why they are coming home, but I think maybe they feel like, okay, now there is money in Ghana and then we can make money, so they are coming home. And I don't see the need why you wouldn't own a property before you travel, because as I said, if you go now and farm on Babaka, what would you do? So it's best you own a property before you travel.
At least you should have a land.
Not as in question, then I say, maybe at least build a house on the land. Our foundation plan a bit do land, so baby pa, it's fine. But them day. No.
Okay, let me move to Todd. Todd, would you agree with her that, hey, at least get the foundation, build a house, even saying you offer a lentil is it
foundation to lentil
crown? I have to get a lentil because meaning lentil. Do you agree with her on that?
Well, I don't agree.
You don't agree?
Yes. I think that traveling outside the country necessarily, you don't have to own a property. Traveling is about exploring different places.
Right.
It could be their culture, it could be their tradition,
Okay.
It could be the food they eat. It could be certain serene environments that you want to be there or experience. And when you go to, how do we say it, the embassy, and you want the visa,
Right.
the interviewer wouldn't ask you if you have a property before they issue the visa to you. And so I think that the most important thing is having finances to make your living there, that country you are going, a brightful one, and then having someone who would lead the tour for you, give you a wonderful moments, the experiences, and in fact, for you to enjoy yourself. So I don't think you have to own a property, unless of course maybe you are into influencing, that you want to go there, you'll be coming back, and so you have to settle in your home before you.
So are you drawing a point that if you're an influencer, then there's a need for you to own a property?
Not only influencer. You know, there are some people. It depends on what you're going to do out there. I would want to go to explore, and at this young age, I don't have to build a house before I travel outside the country to explore.
You see the mentality.
Someone would go there because of business. The person cannot build a house before the person will go and have that business meeting.
Deal, yeah.
You know what? So you have to go there, explore. And using me as a case study, I would travel, explore even before I come.
You seem not to agree with.
I think he is coming from the part of traveling, like, let's say, like touring around the country, and I think maybe I'm coming from the perspective.
No, even if you are coming from, we are generalizing.
Yes, I'm coming, but I'll make a point. I'll come to that. From relocating, but the one that he just said, that you need to get some financial kind of thing, and before you travel, you will travel and go. A single room.
Even
with that money, that lot of money. Do you know what that money is?
Just clarify certain things with the point you made concerning the embassy. You know, sometimes depending on
the amount of money in your
money in your bank account with the check. Depending on what you're going to do out there too, and depending on the questions they will ask, depending on your status, maybe they would have to check if you have this, that. They do background checks.
Yeah.
Sometimes even on our social media pages, they go and check all of that. So my question, you are saying that you do not need to own that house. Maybe you are going in as someone who owns a company. And if you don't have that company there, and then you go and then, introduce yourself that, or maybe they ask you a question and you're like, oh, I have this company, and then they do the background check and you do not have.
Well,
you'll be denied of a visa.
Of course, because most of the influencers is these big brands that take them out of the country. They don't fund it themselves. Do you get what I'm? But here, you are funding it yourself. You are not an influencer. You are not a brand ambassador. You are funding it yourself. And then you have to get all these things in check. And it's money. That money, you can use it for something. Then you just use it to go and chill and come back. No.
In as much as you'd have to, sometimes they would ask. Yeah. They would find your roots, the foundation of which you're using to go. Right. Is he having a property here? Would he come back? Would she come back? Those are the small questions they do have. But it's not a necessity to have a property before you travel outside to explore. It's not a necessity to have a property, whether a land, whether a house, whether a car, before you travel outside the country to enjoy, to have a specific moment. So let's say I'm taking my beautiful lady to Spain to have some fantastic moments. Do I have to build a house?
So first
within
of all,
6 months,
I'm dating you. You have that money.
No, I'm coming. We have as Kenyans, even as
aside
Africans.
the mentality, the thing right now is,
listen, you do not even have a land. But
you only live once. YOLO. You only live once.
YOLO. You will only sleep under the bridge once.
You don't have to, build a house, go before you travel outside. No, I was saying
YOLO. Okay, so YOLO, you will be homeless for the rest of your life.
It doesn't matter.
So you say you are homeless.
You see the issue of you having a land, or some people even own lands, but they are not using them. They are hiring it to other people. Okay. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
But they are making money.
You can like, it depends on the person, but I feel that it's not a necessity to own a land or own a house before you travel outside the country.
Okay, what if I'm going there for greener pastures?
That one, dear, if
That
you have
one-
the money here,
That one, if you are going to live there, that is even a strong way for you not to say. Of course, you can have 1 year and use it as a rental property.
No, you agree with it.
I'm not agreeing with it, but going there to explore, I wouldn't have to own a property here before I go there.
But if you're going there to find greener pastures, then you should at least.
There are so many people who went outside the country. They went to explore even before thinking of living there, and it's working for them. I don't, unless of course maybe they've secretly, built certain properties here in Ghana, but it's not a necessity for you to own a property before you travel outside.
it's necessary.
It's not a necessity.
It's
You
a
only live
necessity.
once. Life.
You see,
Life is such a way that you have to live the
if
moment.
you travel, and then you don't have any property, and then when you go, as I said, you don't get, because if you are traveling and you don't have the right documents as for greener pastures, what's your issue? How many years is it going? Do you know some people have been over there for 20 years and they've not come back home?
That is why
because
we
they don't have the documents.
The CH Tour, Travel and Tour.
No.
Good companies like CH Travel
So
and Tour,
you
they'll
have
guide
good
you. They'll
companies,
take you
they
there
guide
without
you.
suffering.
It's not all of them that they will go through. They'll be like, some of them think that if you're going through a traveling agency, it's very expensive. It's about a connection man.
Okay.
So the connection man,
I'm happy you're bringing this.
Then you are now homeless.
So on that note,
So no, it's a no.
On that note, don't you think that it's lack of education? That's why some people get scammed and they even sell their properties.
Good, that one too. Why would you sell? Because recently I think there is an issue like that, and the man had even died. Do you get? And it's through this connection. So why would you sell your property? You don't know what's going to happen over there, and you'll be an abrochigen.
Right.
It's not everyone that makes it when they travel for greener pastures.
So
don't sell it.
something? The person is in this country. We don't know what the person is going through. The person might be struggling, facing life.
So what shows that if you sell
now,
and you go there, you will not still be struggling. You will make it as soon as you get there.
You've been given an offer to sell this land, give us your property, and then we are taking you there.
Would you do that?
I will go.
I will not do it. I will not do it.
It depends on the moment.
I will not do it.
Currently, I am comfortable at this moment.
No, let's not.
I want to be here.
As for me, when I'm comfortable and I'm not
depending on
comfortable,
the moment and depending on the situation.
No,
you know,
you don't have to
see
sell
how
before you
beautiful
go.
she's looking. She's comfortable, but some people are struggling, suffering, that they want to leave this country, and so people like that, they would sell their properties and leave this country.
People
So
have
you think
have sold their
that-
properties. And
Okay.
they've left their countries and they've still come back with, and it's even worse because now you don't have anything. You have to go to your great grandmother's family house in your village, and now you don't have money. Even when they are cooking, they don't want to even give you food.
Do you know that
so
you
it's,
carry
don't sell.
It's a family property.
No, I cotton.
And then they're thinking that if I travel outside, I'm going to make it, and so let's sell
No.
this.
So let me make
It's
this
just
point.
like someone who has won a lottery.
Let me
American
make this
lottery.
point.
Yes.
And the family do not have money to finance for the ticketing and all of that, and so let's sell it and then take.
You know, right? That's what I'm trying
You
to
carry.
say.
If you are in that case,
You
what
will.
would you do?
I won't sell it.
We win the lottery, right?
There is
Where
no
we
money.
There's no money to support. But yamba pay in Asasi. Would you sell that land?
Na so okono okowe na ebusuafo na waka na wondi den okono okowe ebusuafo na waka na wondi den.
Why would you even think that?
No, listen, I'm not Jesus Christ. No, the thing is, I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not Jesus Christ. I can't save any family.
Listen, when you come back for the family.
The thing here is that you are selling the family land. You are not the only child, though.
Okay.
You have siblings. So why would you sell it? Now, people are wicked that if they sell it and then they get there and they make it, they forget all their family members. What about that too? So what if you get there and you make it?
People do that.
People
do it, but how many people?
Are you not in Ghana?
It depends on the
Are you not
training,
Ghanaian?
the teachings that were given to that individual, whether or not the person would come back and take care of the family.
People change.
Now let's use this as a case study. This is the building. This is for the family. You've won a lottery, and so you have to travel to USA. Currently, there is no money. The only thing we can depend on is to sell this building, take your career there. She would work, come back, save us.
What makes you think that?
No.
Hold on. What makes you think that there's an assurance that when the person go, then yes, that's the breakthrough?
So you see, it's a risk move, but it depends on your faith. I will do it. Yes.
Why would you take that
I will do
risk
it
in the first place?
I will
Without
do it.
considering what you are putting your family members through. You have to consider because you also don't know what will happen. Okay, you are traveling over there.
Okay.
What if someone is also in the family and also want to start a business when you start and wants to build on that same land and they will use it for rent so that I want to obey. Why are you not thinking about all those things? Do you think you are the only person that you are going to save the family?
Let's use this as a case study, okay? There are two siblings. One has the offer to travel outside, and then one has the offer to go and then further the education here in Ghana, maybe university. And then, we still need this money to push both of them. What would you do?
One has
an offer to go outside,
okay,
and work and bring money. Okay. And one has an offer, like one needs to further the education. What would you do at this point? As I see Daho, this person is looking, we need this amount of money to push this person outside. And we need this money as well for this person to complete school. At this point, would you just, with the education for now? Let's sacrifice yours and then let's pay for this person to go outside, knowing that only this kabeba, and then we can.
That's
kabeba. At this point,
you are not sure.
No, wait, it's a case study, so
I
you
know.
can bring your point. So I'm asking that, what would you do? Would you sacrifice the education and then let the other sibling travel outside?
So something, life in itself, it's all about calculation. People calculate their life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So me, for instance, the opportunity has come for the person to travel. I wouldn't, hijack the educational dream on my other sibling. The first one would go. Then now schools are having weekend school. You can be a weekend student and work from Monday to Friday. Yes, I love the smiles. You can be a weekend student and still so that
you see the mentality.
I will personally work together with you. The person should go on quiet breadwinner on the team ko bubom wa brabonim e fama na on beje I would support your education. We would work together to support. Now there are scholarships here and there, and
how many people get scholarships?
Selling the property, that is why you need credible companies, companies with integrity like the CH Travel and Tour to depend on. These people wouldn't scam you. So you have to depend on a credible company. Go with them. There is no assurance with that credible company, unless of course you did something wrong or you did something illegal.
It's good. It's good. You said that you go through CH. So now let's take someone that is in the village.
That do not know.
That doesn't. They don't know anything about CH, and then they have this offer. He doesn't know anything about any CH. All that they know is they've won the lottery.
If you are with a case study, what would you have done?
Rather fund the person that is going to school.
Oh, okay.
You that you said you are traveling. I can't find any American lottery for them. Yes, because you were going in for American lottery. Why didn't you prepare before you went in for the lottery?
Right. Knowing
they will exactly. Knowing also fully well that there is a younger sibling who has to go to school. Because Aboriginal work and American lottery, you think they do one for lottery, you don't think that if I go this year, next year I'll make money. No,
it's not the best thing to
American
do. Lottery. Some people go there, travel option. Not only to school, some people go there to work actually. Yeah. That is why I'm saying that the person would go. I mean, even we that are in this country, we are hustling, we are passing through life, and it matters. And so the person has to go, hustle to pass through life there. Maybe it might work there to come and save us. That is why I mentioned that life is about calculation, and every family has the way they calculate their life. Family do and Becca said chain. Young for one to cry, but my winko school mra owie school na wonso ko family bi obeka say no ma we nko oba no aba be fawo ma we nko
by with all points no or your submission no or chede you are with the family that would say let him or her go and then later we fund your education.
Not even later. Let him go.
Where's the money to fund it?
To fund education. Yeah. That is why I'm saying we can work and fund education that moment that we are not going to.
No, who are we going to work?
Unemployment.
So you know, in English there is a word called pussyfooting. When you've relaxed. I say why relax? Why you're reluctant? We wouldn't be pussyfooting. Whilst the person is gone, we would be here still working for you to achieve your education.
Why don't we face reality?
Why don't you also work?
Knowing the unemployment case here in Ghana,
it's
and then knowing the salary that we earn, even with the weekend that you are talking about, can you fund your education, your university?
It's an opportunity for the person to go. An opportunity comes
but
once. And it's not say Obeka say we're lottery na near the neko. With evidence, papers, it's true. The person is issues like this. The person has to go. And with regard to the education you're talking about, in this tertiary educational system we are having, there is no fees that is, unless of course maybe you're a fee-paying student. People are paying fees for 1,800. Seated here, my fees is 3,000 Ghana cedis. I understand. That is why you have to calculate your life very, very well.
Because
you are saying you have to calculate, but you know life is unpredictable.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Life is unpredictable.
So you don't just calculate because what can do American lottery? We will work together here. Then let the person also work here. Let the other the sibling go to school because Eco Dua is not guaranteed. It can even take you 2 years. Though it's American lottery, it can take you 2 years before you know that you can get money. Yeah. It's because it's American lottery or something. So your documents are valid because it's there exactly. But the money, it will take time before you make because I think they say you don't want it to one corner or boy, you know, the amount of money that they will use it to pay you, they will make sure they will get whatever costs before they pay you that money. But you don't know. But I think that's how they do it. So my point is, you don't even know what will happen when you get there.
So you know something, Etsy, when you get there, you would cross. You will not
so
go
the process.
Do you know
that you say you will cross? It's not that. You know that you will cross. You are saying.
When you get there,
crossing can take you 10 years.
When you get there, recalling the sacrifices.
We shouldn't be here and be thinking it's easy for them over there.
Everything. It would make you put you on your toes.
Are you saying that you can't make it here in Ghana?
You can make it here in Ghana. You can make it here in Ghana. You can. But the truth is that when opportunity comes like these,
why is traveling
you have to make good use of it.
Why do you see it as a great opportunity?
You know, traveling outside the country, most importantly to countries like the UK, the USA, is the greatest opportunity of all time. Imagine me having Harvard certificates and someone having a different certificate. Even the minister here would pick me than the person who achieved the certificate. Life is all about, you know, appealing things.
Do you think traveling outside is the greatest?
It is.
It's not the greatest opportunity.
To me, it is.
If you are traveling, just
when you know your task and what you're going to do.
No, there is money in Ghana. It's not about you are saying your tax and Harvard and this. Listen, I go Harvard. Now me was skill la. Or Harvard no faton chen because you can be good with books and you reading, you can write, but then skill on Sanwe Juma. Running a business. So me, I feel like you want office suit and tie. Okay, let people be doing, excuse me for my language, the dirty job and be making money. Abrochi is not the greatest of all. If they be a vacation or something, but to go and to travel over there, if you Abrochi, no, it's not. It's not the best decision. Anybody, fine. Some might say it's the best thing that has happened to them, but at the end of the day,
there are others too that are suffering.
See, on our way to Kanina, I think some of them, when they get to a certain age, they even want to come home because the stress is too much. But if someone is like 60 years in Ghana, before the wake up, now compared to the question into what only age though in Ghana, but over there, the work is tedious. The weather over there is not easy. You wake it out Ghana. You cry when you're going for lectures or you're going to work, and you're waking up and you're bathing this cold water. So no, it's not easy.
Would you sell that house that company you have built for years, and then you go outside and go and do home care.
Would you sell that company you've built for years?
Yes.
Oh no, for that I wouldn't do. The reason
But you
why
say you would do anything to travel.
No, that one you are asking that you do. Would you?
No,
do you have to own a property before you
That's it.
travel?
Yes, so because you own a
That's
business,
So
you
you
own
see,
a business,
that's
and you
you
are
see,
selling it to travel. So it's a
depends.
property.
Let's say I have a land.
Okay.
I have a land.
And you
Currently,
yeah.
having that land, I have to build something on it, set up a business. I'm not getting it, but there is a credible offer for me to sell the land and find and get a green up, like find myself outside the country. I will do it. Knowing with that land here, I have no capital to start a business. I have no money to build.
Let's not deviate from my question.
So
my question.
I'm coming to the question. I have the question in mind. With that thing, I will leave. But in a moment where I have a business well established here,
So at
least even if I get one Ghana profit, I would leave.
So at this
Unless, of
point-
course, maybe I'm going out to explore.
But do you know what? As you are saying,
And if you are going to explore,
Unless, of course, maybe
so
I'm
going to
for
explore
vacation.
so you will
going
sell
for-
your you sell your
No. I'm trying to say that. No, let's calm down our horses.
Let's calm.
I have a land.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with it because I don't have capital to start a business with it.
Okay.
I don't have, let's say, money to build it, to even rent, use it as a rental or something. And then I have a credible offer. I would sell it and go. 2, I have a property. Even if I get a month after the investment I did, I can get 10 Ghana cedis. I would maintain it, live here in Ghana, continue with the business, unless, of course, maybe I'm going for vacation. Even that one, I wouldn't sell it because that is my source of income.
Right.
But in a situation where you are handicapped,
But
you
know
have
that
nothing,
they are
there is a property and you have to sell it to go.
But
So
do
you
know
said,
that-
Auntie-
hold on. Do you know that there are cases where people are, their businesses are well established, but because the offer came, okay, they are selling out their companies just to go out there for that greener pasture. And from the submission you have made, indicating that you agree with those that will sell their property and then go outside for that greener pasture.
So
Right.
I don't agree that you sell a big property just to go and seek for greener pasture outside
That
the country.
you don't agree with.
I don't
One.
agree.
Yeah.
It depends on your situation. It depends on the situation you have. That is why I set 2 scenarios. I have a land. Me ni capital me de be ye business wa asase ne so. Me ni ska me de be si bi mpo di ama han. Asase ne keke na me wo. Like but me nya credible offer. Me mfen tu kwan. Ene de ma ton me de me tiri ko bom. Life is about risk and you only live once. Do you get what I'm doing? But in a situation, say you have a property, at least investments are within a month, when you're just 10 Ghana cedis, I would maintain it and still without living.
Mostly now, they are caught up in that act, Maybe he or she owns a salon or something, but because that offer came, for sale, not the for sale, when you skakese, no.
Okay.
So
before I come to that, I want to say something concerning the home care because
no, I pay home care. Most
care.
Africans are doing home care.
I went to nursing school,
Right.
so yes. When we were in school, the mindset was VNS and your home care sharp. That was the mindset until
They experienced how home care is.
like we experienced some at the hospital how you are taking care of people who are, because it's mostly people who are bedridden and people who are the aged people who have dementia and all that. Then you realize that it's not an easy job, and some of them, even at the end of the day, the people that employ them, not the company where they go and work, at the end of the day they even poison some of them.
Poison. You can't
Yes.
get there. You know what? Poison. That would be interesting. So let's go for a break. Where we come, the show still continues. This is Travel Lifestyle on CHTV. We'll be back.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024 306 8558, 024 306 8558. Or you can contact them on their landline 030 231 8932. 030 231 8932.
Welcome back. This is CHTV and you are watching Travel and Lifestyle. My name is Hetty B. And Musa Oye Eukarya was talking about poison. Hey, that's interesting. Eukarya, can you just continue? Because what's happening?
Okay, so what I'm saying is that there are nurses who have quit their jobs in Ghana to seek for greener pastures outside because, and honestly, that's the truth. The salary compared over there is much bigger than what they were receiving here. In Tebipa, aside he or she being a nurse, she had, let's say, a business she was running on the side, because people do that. But she will close down her business, or land she will sell everything because she has to travel. Then they will get there and then they start doing the home care, and now they will be poisoned by some of their own employers. Because why? There was a story like that. The lady, when she was going to work, just food, because of food, she was killed. She was a Nigerian nurse she traveled outside the country. So why don't we, because even when you get there, you realize that their nursing system is different from our nursing system here. In Tekodua, or they go school before you can even get to work in some of their UK, they call it NHIS, they are hospitals. Though you have your PIN and everything, but level form. In Tokoya care that okay, I can go to maybe 3 houses in a day and I'll make more money. And now they are killing them. They are accusing them of stealing. They are accusing them that they are abusing the patients. So me, I don't see the need why I have to quit my job. Bankers quit their jobs. Right. Bankers quit. Army officers quit because her army officer be he left. He was even a banker. No, okay, I think they said UK or something. They were recruiting soldiers. When you call this country now, what is it? Iraq or be Iran? He's dead. There were 3. So now even you don't have to quit.
It's not just with land cars,
no,
but even
quitting your job,
sacrificing or quitting
their jobs
for these offers.
Yeah.
So do you still think it's good for you to quit your job here and then go out there? Because
so Hetty, this argument is that depending on the situation you are in.
We are not using depending on any situation at all. We are just asking, would you own a property before traveling? Or okay, that's the topic. Would you own a property before traveling, or you would not own any property at all? It is good for you not to own any property at all before traveling.
You can travel. When you travel, you shape your perspective, come back to own a property. You can do that. People travel, go there, make it, come back, and they are now owning big properties. When you go to the beach side, Hetty and my queen, there's not a single person who didn't travel to gather money before coming to own those apartments or properties at the beach side. Unless, of course, maybe the person was a millionaire already here in Ghana, bought the land there. But majority of those beach resorts, they traveled, went there to work, made money, came back to own these properties. And now these properties are generating, in fact, monies for them. So it depends on you.
So listen, the point here is that yes, they have made money. Yes, but
so that means
when
it was just good for them to sell their property, go make the huge money,
and come and make properties.
I mean, my point here is don't sell it before you go. The same money that you worked for it to get and buy the land and build a house, work for it again and get another money and use it to travel.
How will I work when I have an opportunity to travel?
Oh, now how did you get the money to buy the land and build the house?
I have
so
the
who
money.
says that if this opportunity goes, another one will not come? You spoke something about faith. So why don't you have the faith that if I work for money, if I work, I'll get another money and I'll go, instead of me selling, because I don't know what's going to happen over there.
So it then
So you get my point. Maintain your property. Don't
Opportunity
sell
comes
it.
but
Work
once.
for another money and use that money to travel. Don't sell your property.
right now-
a point that opportunity
comes
back
but once.
It's
Right
not-
now, I have.
You said
let's
faith,
say
so
I
I'll
am
use
having-
faith.
I
If
am
you are a
having
child of
car.
God, you have countless of
I
opportunities.
am having a car, and the car is a Porsche car. In fact, a brand new car.
Yeah.
Aside the car, the
Okay,
car is
what's
the,
your dream car?
Oh, my dream car, Tesla.
Okay, so you have Tesla.
Yes.
Would you sell that Tesla?
I wouldn't sell that Tesla because if I'm selling
You
the
wouldn't
Tesla,
sell that
then I am
Tesla,
selling
yeah.
the Tesla to build other businesses that would generate
But not
funds
to travel.
buy more than
not
the
to
one
explore
Tesla.
the world.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm selling the Tesla,
Okay.
I would sell the Tesla and then build other businesses that would generate money to buy even 2 or more times the Tesla I sold. Yeah. But in the case, let's say I'm having a brand new saloon car, which is amounted to a price of traveling outside the country. I get a credible, traveling source to go. Hetty, I will sell the property, go work, come back, get properties in numbers, properties in numbers.
Okay.
Yes.
Numerous foods.
You know, right? so it depends on you. So me, I will sell the property, go work, and then come back with numerous properties. And when we were discussing about the scenario you gave, say 2 siblings, one has to go, one has to go to school.
Yeah.
Hetty, I can't sit down. Mommy is sick, daddy is sick. We are facing life for you to complete 4 years degree before you would survive. Oh, Abra will be let's shoot our last shot, like Leon shooting your last shoot. Encore 1 year, 2 year, on fan it's boom.
But how in your heavy no, my
so
bro.
you see, so far as I
and she come and take care of the family, No, okay, let's take the lottery aside. It's not all of them that it's
if it's not lottery, then I would borrow her word. Have faith, go work, own your space, and you would make it. Have faith, then I would now borrow your word. Have faith, go, own your space, and then come back.
It's actually because, in that case, do you know that it's actually putting pressure on most of them out there? Because, hey, so he has to get like 4 jobs to meet up before sending money. It's putting pressure on them. They are even dying before their time.
Exactly.
Let me say this to leaders
because
of this country.
And it keeps re-echoing. And so the person do not even have to rest. They don't rest.
If they don't want citizens or Ghanaian youth to travel outside the country and seek for greener pastures, then they should fix the country, create employment.
Listen,
in fact,
if you are going to
assist young minds with small business ideas to set their own business, live comfortable. With that, they would not leave their home country to go. But in a country where the system is hard, the system is not working. Now they are resetting it, so we left to see great impact. In a country where the system is not working, you have to suffer, queen.
You and who have to suffer? Do you know why I'm saying you and who has to suffer? You don't have to wait for the government to create employment or assist you before you start something to do for yourself.
What if
I'm coming.
Have the capital?
No,
what
I'm
if you
coming.
have
These
nothing
creators,
at all?
let me use this current influencers, these creators. Most of them started with a normal phone, and just some even use flashlights. They will hang the flashlight on top, then and what did they do? And gradually, they are making money. Did they wait for the government to come? Did they wait for Coca-Cola? Is it not now that they are there that the big brands are now sending them on trips? So no, you don't have to wait for me. I don't have to wait for anybody.
That one is different.
No, it's not different. It's the same Ghana.
The reason is that
it's the same Ghana.
We have 30% youth that are unemployed, and all those 30% people are going to do content creation.
No, I'm not talking about all of them. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the only example. There are so many examples. There are people who have graduated universities and they are selling coconut. Myanmar in a bougie way, in a very nice, and they are making money. So I just use that as an example, but that's not the only thing. You don't have to wait for the government to create something, or else create something for your own self.
And you do not have to, with your point, you do not have to sell property.
Exactly, to travel.
Because, you know, most, as he's saying, there are some you that think that because I haven't traveled, I haven't made it. And so it has made their life very stagnant.
Exactly.
Very stagnant. Even their job that they can attend to, their jobs, but they think that no, because that's the narrative now. That's the notion we have created on their minds. They think that Ghana here, because you are even saying it.
But
now,
there is money
there's
in
no
Ghana.
money here.
There is
school
money. Just that the system is not working.
Yes.
Oh yes, school no pedoko abuchi. Kwen bi obefado akwa abuchi no pedoko. Go the ombebre no ebenya, you know, that little money. But then there are companies that are paying well in Ghana.
Yes. And those
Now,
companies that are paying
Ghana.
well, you need someone to take you there before you get that humongous salary. Yes, those companies that are paying well, you need someone to hold you. Do you know that at some point here in Ghana, you have to bear a certain name before a certain contract would be given to you? You know that at some point in Ghana, someone has to recommend you before a certain, in fact, pleasing salary would be given to you for work being done.
So you think that building that name, then let me sell that property, go build.
No. So I'm trying to end that. The system is not working. That is why the ordinary guy, the ordinary girl will sell the property and use it to travel. And so if the government is watching us, whoever is watching and has direct access to the government, let's fix the country so that our young people wouldn't travel to seek for greener pastures. Because we have it here and we can make it here. Unless, of course, maybe they are not helping us.
Then if you have it here, then
You
now
see-
you are siding with your carrier.
So me having it here and the system is not helping me, I will still go because the system is not helping me.
You see, you said that when you go to some beach side, people have built properties and then they all
They are
travel,
enjoying now.
they all enjoy now. One thing they are not telling you, I'm not them, but it's the honest truth, is that they didn't get that money in 2 years.
Yes.
They didn't get that money in 10 years. So it brings me to my point that where did them 10 years no? If he doesn't have them, how is his family feeding? Do you get my point here? What I'm trying to say. So some of them, maybe they had 2 rooms, 3 rooms that they've built here, but they didn't sell it before they left. Because Anya be better with them rent, and then the wife or the mother obey schedule until they be better pay man or so my point is, don't sell. Work again and make that money and go. Because one thing, if you travel and you have properties here, and you don't sell them and you travel, you make money and you travel, I'm sure that the burden that the family will be calling you, because when you know better me the dana my rent, or better me dana be a shop, not where did you home into any money that you get, even if you send them 5,000 or maybe 3,000, you know that if it's 10,000 you are sending the 7,000 to come and buy established business here. But now you've sold everything into Ciciano, Obedido, Obesho, they will be calling you. So it will take time for you to save before you can come and have properties again. So leave that property, don't sell them, so that you and your family can depend on it until you will come back and build another one. Don't sell before you travel, because you don't know, life is unpredictable.
Is that your final remark?
That's my final remarks.
What's your final remark?
Life is about calculation. Analyze your situation.
Okay.
Life is about calculation. Analyze your situation. Watch yourself. Look at your back. If there is a need to travel and the family is willing to support you travel with the only property they have, my brother, go, but with a positive mindset to work hard, come back to save them from that tragedy. That is my final word.
Whoa, thank you, Todd. Thank you, carrier. That was a hit one. That was a tough one as well. But I don't know what you think. Would you sell your property and then travel outside, or you wouldn't even sell anything at all and then it's no room hadi? You know, real luxury, you can't calculate. And real luxury is the moments and the memories. If I should pick something out from Todd's submission, that's what he's trying to indicate, that, you know, real luxury can't be calculated, and that's the moments and the memories. So go out there, explore the world, because when you explore, at least with memories, Sikane da say newi, but then you still have memories with you. But Eukarya is saying that nyanse bi enim de beto mu japade na etukwan for what? Dem asase na fie na car na ejuma na ede to ho na etukwan no. What are you going to get? There's no assurance out there that if you travel, hey, that's the breakthrough for you. No, that's the green light for you. No, you are still going to hustle through there. And so if you have a property here and you can, manage it well, do things with it like rent, why don't you just do it? Because even they are renting cars. So if you have a car, now put it out there, see a travel and talk, contact them, and then let them do it for rentals for you, and then you gain something out of it. Is that not what you're saying, Eukarya? That's what Eukarya is also saying. So please, I think that when you own properties, at least with that, they can calculate your wealth. But same as with the luxury, the moments and the memories also can be calculated, but then at least you have something with you. And please, for those that are being scammed, you don't have to be scammed. You need to be educated. You need to know the ins and the outs of traveling. You just don't go because there's an offer and so you go and then you get scammed. There are so many people that are being duped because of this Dubai. What's the Mumbra na mumbe yejuma o Dubai, Mumbra na mumbe yejuma o Dubai. And so be kono ne ejuma na la puntu jume bi alekoye or in slavery. Please don't just go when you don't know. Remember, travel no any day. I am traveling outside the world. I'm outside Ghana. I am going to Dubai. I'm going to America. No. Just know what you are going to do out there. Set priorities for yourself. This is where I'll end it. This is Travel Lifestyle. My name is Hetty B. And please, they have sold that land for you to go out there and then survive and come and take care of the family. When you go, don't just think of you. Don't be selfish, because there are so many people that are out there and are being selfish. They've gone there, they've made family, and they think that are being fucham. Please, let's be careful with that too. Thank you so much. This has been Travel Lifestyle. My name is Hetty B. My guest was Todd and then Eukarya. Thank you. See you again.